See, when I'm in the store, and everybody that knows me in real life is funny because they're like, you're just like extra on video. I'm like, yeah, because I'm at home. When I'm in the store, if I'm like, yee! People will look and stare and they might kick me out of the store. Okay. I can't wait to show this to you. You're like, what is it? What is it? I'm like, that's so mean. Okay, look. Well, hello and welcome to the House of Valentina. I'm Valentina, and today's video is going to be so much fun. I almost can't even stand it. We went to Pottery Barn and West Elm a few days ago, and I maybe placed a little bit of an order as well, and you're not gonna believe the cool, beautiful, amazing pieces that we have found for our own home and also what was in the stores. I wanted to be able to load you up on spring decor ideas. Maybe these are things that you already have and it'll kind of trigger something when you see it in the store. You can grab what you have or maybe a couple little extra pieces that you might want to add in. I think it's gonna be a total blast. I hope that you do too. Hit subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. We're about to hit 300,000 subscribers. That's completely blowing my mind. So thank you so much. And yeah, cheers you guys. Let's jump into checking out what is new for spring at Pottery Barn in West Elm. And then I'm gonna meet you back here and I'm gonna show you all the stuff. You're not gonna believe it. It's so good. Okay, let's go. My first stop as I came into Pottery Barn was to go directly to the pillows because this is one of my favorite updates to make at springtime. I love to be able to switch out the pillow covers. I love to switch out my throw blankets as well and find something that's just a lot lighter. Pottery Barn is such a great place to look for these pillow covers. I have some of these myself and I've owned them for years, so they really do last you a long time. Pottery Barn also is killing it right now with their planters. They have these with the little fluted design. They've got some concrete options. They really are great. I love to look at the table settings at Pottery Barn. They always are so inspiring and so well laid out. I also love the fact that I have these same stripes and these little kind of rattan items, and they just come back out year after year. So when you purchase them, it really is one of those things that will really stand the test of time, and you'll just use them year after year. Here you can see more pillows, lightening up those fabrics and lightening up the color on your sofa and on your bed and on your chairs will really just help bring that really nice spring vibe to your home. I like these little heavier blankets as well because I get chilly, but you could also lighten it up. Here you can see I found this gorgeous vase. I really loved the color and the texture of that one. And here I was trying to give you a really nice big pan. The store was super busy, but I wanted to show you just how pretty the different settings are in the store and how they've really got it just a little bit pared back at the moment. And then right here is all the garden selection. So it was really fun to see all the different lanterns. You've got wood, you've got brass. You just have this moment where you can really choose whatever your style is. And Pottery Barn is pretty much gonna have whatever you're looking for. And I really think that their lanterns are so high quality. Here you can see Jack is, of course, looking at the candles. This little set is really fun because it gives you a nice little trio. But of course, my husband picked out the Palo Santo, which has a little bit more of kind of a summery, kind of earthy kind of fragrance to it. And that's the one we ended up taking home because he loved it so much. Again, just really perusing all these beautiful vases. You've seen me style that vase up in my home a million times, but I also found these gorgeous paper mache bowls. And those are such a great piece because they're really big and they really just give you a very full feeling in whatever space you're going to put them into. Yeah, obviously. I was handing this to my husband like, yeah, that's going home. Keep the pile going. Pottery Barn always layers up their beds so beautifully. I always find it so inspiring. A lot of the layers were lighter at this time of year, but they're still mixing in a little bit of cable knit, which I think was really interesting. Here they had this little cube ottoman. I love items like this. They're really light, made with a linen type material. This is a little bit heavier upholstery material, but those layers of the rugs and the linen, all that kind of just really works together for spring. I'm back to the lanterns, and it's because they're just so good. If you're going to invest in some lanterns for your home, Pottery Barn is one of the best places to look. Of course, I can't help but look at more pillows, and I had to stop at this chair. Look at the detail on the back of that chair. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? Now we're just checking out even more lanterns. These are the ones that I myself have been eyeing, and I'm very excited about them arriving. But it is fun that you can really just pick whatever color is going to work with your outdoor space, and they've really got anything and everything you could be looking for. You could also go with the real candles, or you can also do their faux candles, which I think are probably some of the best that are out on the market. Here I was going to take you back through the bedding section, which is always so beautiful. It's always so layered up. It just feels like the kind of bed that you just want to run and jump into. I loved the linen on the headboard and how you can just pair that with all these beautiful linen pillows. And I think that the whole thing just works. Here you can maybe add in a little bit of that caramel color. If you want to go for some lace, they still have those. I had those for a long time myself. But yeah, there's a really great amount of selection, and it's really fun because you can get these sort of basics that will really help you year after year. You don't have to buy new things every year, but if you invest in some really beautiful things that are a really high quality, then they're just going to keep coming back out every single year. And that's what I'm looking for when I make a purchase for my home or when I'm shopping for my clients. I really want to help them feel like there's longevity in everything that I'm suggesting. Here you see this gorgeous bedding. These quilts are literally one of my favorite things. I own several of these myself, and I always use them for my clients. They're so high quality, they're so classic. They really just go with any style as well. You could have a very contemporary space, or you could have something very traditional, you could have something very rustic, and that's what's great about these classic basics like that. This pillow had so much texture to it. I think those were actually outdoor pillows, and look at this big vase. Pottery Barn is killing it with their vases right now. They have so many beautiful options, and they've also got some incredible dinnerware and also all the little accessories, the placemats, the silverware, all this kind of stuff. These are just fun because you can really just give yourself a new look, and you don't have to go out and buy every single thing new. I also noticed that they had this new dinnerware set, and again, it's just classic stuff that you're going to be able to pull out every single year. You'll be able to use it, many of these things, year round, and just mix them over and over, and you're going to be able to create all new looks with these items that just, they're timeless. I know I'm going to say that a million times. Timeless classic. Here we have a Taupe Bar Stool. If you guys want to know what is the most in color in leather right now, it's taupe. And here's this farmstead dishware again. You can tell I really loved it. Jack was eyeing the coffee mugs, of course. We just like things that have that sort of warmth and texture, and I think they can really segue between styles, and I find that to be really nice, especially for somebody like me who likes to change things an awful lot. Pottery Barn is also killing it in their lamp department. They've got so many great choices. You really can create that sort of rustic luxury style in your home, and these are still very affordable prices for beautiful lamps that are really high quality. Back here in this section, they had a lot of the blue and the white, and I don't know about you, but when I think of blue and white, I think summer, and that got me really excited about the next season, and maybe I'll add blue. What do you guys think? I'm giving you a little peek here at West Elm next. I've got that planter in the background. Do you see that? Wow. So West Elm was not as full of spring as Pottery Barn was, but if you look closely, a lot of these pieces really, really layer up your spaces. They had some really great outdoor planters. Here you can see one that I just thought was I go in there and look at that every single time. I thought that Pottery Barn and West Elm were just killing it with their vases and with their planters and their pillows. You've also got really good faux fig options and faux plants at both locations. I love the crochet on these and that lighter blanket. I think that's great for springtime. It just kind of gives you that lighter feel so it doesn't feel quite so heavy. It has some gorgeous pillows. I'm telling you, both these stores were just killing it. I was really enjoying just seeing how they had things set up. I know that for me at least, is a way in which I find a lot of inspiration to just see what someone else has done with a piece, and maybe I can take that idea home and use the way that was styled up and use some of my own pieces. So it's not always about spending money when you go to a store like this. It's also about capturing ideas and thinking about what you might have. I loved these striped pillows and couldn't help myself, but oh my gosh, that probably shows that I'm like so ridiculous with pillows and I'm sitting there fluffing them. But I wanted it to look nice for you guys, okay? I love this massive oversized wood tray. I thought something like that could be really great on a coffee table, especially if you have one that's made of marble like I do, and maybe you're wanting to warm it up a little bit. You're seeing a lot of wood in West Elm right now. Lots of wood, lots of leather. Here, I thought it was interesting. They had the velvet sofa and then cotton and linen pillows on it. And I thought that would be such a great example. If you have a heavier sofa fabric, you can definitely use linen on it and it still looks great. West Elm also has beautiful bedding. I have also bought so many things from West Elm. The quality is always outrageously good, especially for the price. They are just like Pottery Barn in the fact that they give you these sort of clean basics that really are just really classic, and you can mix up your pillows from season to season, and you might want to switch up your sheets or you might want to switch up the pillowcases, but you don't need a different set for every month. It's maybe you'll have one for winter and then you might have one for spring and summer. Here you can see they have some beautiful sculptural side tables. I think that these sort of pieces they really just add a lot of flavor to your space and make it just feel very sophisticated and high-end, even though those aren't very expensive. Here's some more black vases that I thought were really pretty. I know we're trying to lighten things up, like here with this gorgeous pebble ottoman, but I still think that you can add some black vases in even when you're lightening things up for spring. It's okay to leave something that really just kind of adds a little bit of contrast so that you really see your lighter colors just a little bit more. Again, West Elm, knocking it out of the park with their lamps. They've got so many great selections. You could go for something smooth or something a little bit more rustic. They've got a lot of variety, and I don't think there's a single one that I wouldn't use. They've got a lot of really beautiful things. I just had so much fun walking around and checking everything out, and I hope that you have just enjoyed getting some inspiration from the store as much as I did. Okay, so was I right or was I right? Okay, so many beautiful things at Pottery Barn and West Elm right now, so much inspiration. We had so much fun, even though we were in a mad rush to get through the store because we had about an hour in between appointments, and I was like, we are going, because I'm gonna die if I don't get to actually see what's here. I'm so excited about it. So we found so many beautiful things, and I had to laugh because apparently I'm somewhat notorious at my local Pottery Barn, and I don't remember who it was that was checking my husband out, because no, that sounded wrong. checking out our stuff, not my husband. Wow, this took a turn, didn't it? I don't remember who it was that was at the register, but whoever it was said to my husband, "Oh, are you with Valentina?" Because he was bringing stuff up to the register, and he's like, "Yes," and he's like, "Yeah, we'll get a big cart then." I was like, "Are you suggesting that I'm gonna buy a lot?" You're probably right. So I did find some absolutely incredible things. Shall we just start here? Because I'm tormenting you, aren't I, with these gorgeous things that are sitting right here. First of all, I got this incredible vase / sculptural piece. It looks a little bit like a large pitcher, and look at the texture on this. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's stunning. I don't have all the prices. This one was $79. So I'll definitely link everything down below in the description box if you're wanting to maybe check out some of these items. But yeah, because I don't have all the prices. Some of the stuff that came in the mail, I don't have the price tags on them. So I'll try to leave everything down below for you. But this was magnificent. And I just thought that I, of course, love to have a little bit of black still left in the home. It's something that makes me feel at home. And I didn't want to take all the black out for spring, but I was trying to lighten and brighten things as well. So that piece was perfect. The only thing about that piece is that it's not meant for water. So it does not actually hold water. I don't even know what it's made of, actually. Ooh, sorry. It's terracotta, but it's for dry decorative use only. So you wouldn't want to fill that with water if you wanted to use it for flowers. So you could do some dried flowers, or like me, I wanted to use it as a sculptural piece. Then, see, when I'm in the store, and everybody that knows me in real life is funny because they're like, you're just like extra on video. I'm like, yeah, because I'm at home. When I'm in the store, if I'm like, yee! People will look and stare and they might kick me out of the store. But that's what I was thinking when I found this one, okay? I was just literally jumping up and down inside. I mean, is this not just absolute perfection? Look at the warm color on this. It's like light caramel. I mean, it's just bite it. It's so good. And the shape it's sensual. Look at that smooth round shape like that. Oh my gosh, this one was $49.50 and definitely holds water, and I'm just in love. I love it. I'm gonna be sharing more of this space in the next coming days, very, very soon. I was waiting on a couple things for the rest of the living room, and I'm gonna give you a whole tour because you're not gonna believe the stuff that I have been finding recently. It's absolutely unbelievable. So don't forget to hit subscribe because, I don't want you to miss out on all the fun stuff. But I've painted a couple little paintings. I just took some old paintings, slapped a little bit of spackle on one, let paint drip all over. I actually used some old paint samples, so that's just what that is there. Nothing too fancy, but I kind of love it. So then I also found this vase, which is way too big and heavy for me to actually lift and show you. I found that one at West Elm, and it is so heavy. It's so beautiful. When I saw it, I was like, finally, somebody else came out with something that competes with that Pottery Barn vase. In fact, let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the Pottery Barn vase that I have talked about probably 8 billion times, and it does have a lot of warmth in it. It's almost a little bit beige, and it looks like the handmade vases that they make in Morocco, and they're called Tadalakt, I think. I can't remember now. It's been a while. It's been 13 years since I was in Morocco speaking Arabic, but I do just love, like, they're made of clay and they're really beautiful. And West Elm finally came out with something that would compete with this. And of course, look at the size difference. It's way bigger. In fact, wow, I'm just sitting there with it. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And then the candle, in case you're wondering, if you didn't watch our Target haul video, you'll want to go back and watch that one because I found the candle at Target. So then what else did I find? Oh my gosh. Okay. I can't wait to show this to you. You're like, what is it? What is it? I'm like, so mean. Okay, look at this vase. Is this not the most amazing thing ever? They are just killing it at West Elm and Pottery Barn. This is another Pottery Barn piece, and I love like all the nicks and all this like texture and the splatters and the indents, and it's so raw, and it's definitely terracotta inside. Oh, and this one was $79. This is the kind of piece. Okay, so first of all, the reason it's not here is because I put it in my bathroom because I stole the big vase that I've been using in there and I put it on the fireplace. So then I was like, now it looks kind of sad and lonely in here. I think I need something new. And then I saw this and I was like, yeah, that's coming home with me. That is gorgeous. So you could definitely use this on your kitchen table. You could use it on your consoles, in your bedroom, in your bathroom, on your coffee table. It's just, these pieces are so gorgeous and so neutral that you're really gonna get years of use out of these. This is one of the things that came in the mail, and yeah, see what happened was that I was up at like 3 in the morning, like making orders, and then it was like, I can't wait several days for things to arrive. Let's go to the store. So yeah, that's what happens. I end up with extra things, but holy moly, look at that texture, and it's like so yummy. You just want to bite it. It's like so good. So that is definitely handcrafted. I need to double check. I'm not 100% sure if it's food safe or not. I'd have to check the website to be sure. But I was thinking this could be amazing. Again, just sitting up here as a very sculptural piece with nothing in it. You could put some of that big, kind of big chunky potpourri stuff. I don't normally do potpourri, but some of it's like really cool. You could put that in here. You could put fruit, if it's food safe, in the kitchen. I love it. It's 100% a keeper, and it's bringing in these beige tones that I myself am craving. Adding pieces like this is gonna instantaneously warm up your space and just help you just to feel a little bit cozier. It's a little bit kind of natural feeling, and it's delicious. I love it. Yeah, like what on earth? You got to be kidding me. This is from Pottery Barn. This was only $39.50 for this humongous piece. Like, I have to step back so you guys can actually see it. It really is that big. So this is one of those paper mache bowls, and I love pieces like this. It really adds such a feeling of warmth, that texture that we keep talking about that makes your space just feel tangible in a way. I know I joke like, you just want to bite it, but there's something about when you use something in your home that has that sort of tactile feeling to it that makes your space feel like it's meant to be touched, and it's approachable, and it's warm. So a piece that's this big is such a great find. This would be magnificent sitting on the coffee table. This would be incredible. I've actually got it right now. I was planning on putting it maybe in the office on my little table that I've got, like a little small side table. You could use this if you have some big shelving. This could definitely, if I switch this up, I couldn't decide. I could not decide if this was gonna be the main piece here or these other pieces. It's gorgeous. I ordered these to save my husband from having to carry them, and I've got one more on the way. We're getting ready to really just give our outdoor space a little bit of this sort of natural, modern kind of thing that I'm obviously like so into right now. And so I ordered these lanterns for out in the back, and we're waiting on maybe some new furniture potentially that'll be out there with these. And I've already ordered a couple of things that I'm looking at. I'm like, oh, I'm being so mean, but yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna be sharing all of it with you, but I just love these lanterns. It actually it feels so Mediterranean. I feel like it's just like segueing us into summer, and I can't wait. So speaking of segues, look at this beautiful candle box that we got from Pottery Barn. Of course, I know my husband will carry anything, anything to the car, and he will go shopping with me. If I give him some sort of treat, which you probably have noticed if you watched our videos, it's like, okay, you can take home a pack of Peeps, not the whole entire store of Peeps, but either that or a candle, or maybe sometimes both. So he picked out the Palo Santo candle, and no joke, it smells amazing. I know, I'm like, here, smell it. You guys are here sometimes. I feel like you are here with me, okay? I'm like, here, sniff. It smells so good. I'm just gonna waft it out for you. It smells absolutely incredible. I love the beautiful packaging on it. It is gorgeous. So if you are ready to just give yourself that sort of infusion of spring going into summer, grab a candle like this and it will change the entire way that the room smells and the way that you feel in it. You might have already noticed that I was holding this gorgeous coffee cup and you were probably all like, what is this cup, Valentina? Ooh, now I'm showing you where my lipstick is. Sorry, TMI. Here, let me show you the one that doesn't have my lipstick on it. Look at this incredible coffee mug. I've ordered the plates and the bowls. A lot of this stuff is not, you can't get everything from the set. And I'm like, I'm just ordering whatever I can get, whenever it comes available. I love it so much. The black, and in fact, let me show you the white so you guys can see how pretty that is. And look at all that sort of like warmth and texture in this. It's beautiful. And I was thinking that the black and the white, and then if I added in, look at what I found. Look at what I found. Look at these napkins! Ah! Okay, look at these napkins. So I'm going between locations. This is West Elm and so is this. But look at that linen napkin with that black edging on it. Ah, so good. So I'm going to warm this little setting up by adding some beige in there, and just tell me, doesn't that just look so good? I love it. I popped into Williams-Sonoma and got the caramel macchiato little capsules for my Nespresso machine. As you can tell, there's a lot of brown going on here. I love these sort of caramelly colors. There's a lot of brown, there's a lot of beige, and lots of texture going on. And these pillowcases are no different. I love that they're backed in this sort of, it's like a beige sort of canvas color. And then the front has that sort of, all right, is that considered crochet, you guys? I think that's crocheted. Yeah. So, yeah, these are beautiful. I'm going to be styling up the back room back here, the back sunroom. I'm gonna go through and style up the boys' rooms. If Haley will let me in her room, I'll probably style that up with a little bit of like a spring infusion. And I think that when you just switch out the simplest things like your pillows, it can really just help your whole entire space just feel lighter and airier and relevant to the time period. And of course, you guys know I love when they come with the zippers, because then you can just unzip these and you're not having to store all those pillows if you're not using them. And it's just a really great way to create a new look in your space and get you excited. It's gotten me so excited about the new season. So yeah, I think that's about all I've got, which is a lot. That was a lot. I know, it was a lot, but I just think that it's so much fun when you find these great things and they just get you feeling energized in your home and you're excited about a new season, excited about this new phase. For me, spring and summer, of course, it's like everything is coming alive and everything's in bloom, and we cannot wait to share how we're gonna include these things in our own home. We're gonna be sharing the little mini makeovers that we're doing on our spaces and how we just style things up when you don't have to necessarily redo every single thing in your home. I hope that you find that super helpful. I know for me, it just gets me excited and just helps me to feel like, wow, my home can literally take me through every single season. And I just think that that's just a blast. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Hit subscribe, don't forget, and then give the video a big thumbs up and let me know down in the comments which of all these beautiful things I've shown you today is your favorite, or maybe you have a couple things that maybe it sparked an idea of something you have already and how you can restyle it up and get it ready for spring. Thank you guys again for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.